Hey everyone, this is Asma Khalid from Cloud Pages, and in today's video we will be learning about Kadence Conversion plugin and using with Kadence Conversion plugin and Gutenberg blocks you can construct lightweight and beautiful and very converting pop-ups, sales, slide-ins and banners. This plugin aids in the generation of leads and the navigation of visitors to key information on your WordPress site. So in this video we will be learning how you can, what do you exactly need to create those beautiful pop-ups that you see on websites. You can do that on your own using templates and using blank templates as well. So without further ado, let's just jump straight to the video. Okay guys, so the prerequisite of this video is that we need to have Kadence conversion plugin all downloaded from their website. You can get that from the description of this video. Just go to the site, download it. You need to pay for that plugin, of course, and once you have the zip file, go into plugins, go into add new. From here, click on upload plugin and just simply paste your file over there or upload your file over there. It's super simple, and once you do that, your conversion tab will appear right over here. And of course, to access or utilize the conversion items, you need to install the Kadence blocks. You already have a button right on the screen on the dashboard annoying you until you install it. So let's click on that, installing our block. It will install, it will activate all its own. Once that is done, once that is out of the way, okay, we're happy with it, go into plugins, or first go into appearance, click into themes and search for Kadence theme. So I already have that installed. You can simply click on add new and search for Kadence, and once you do that, install it, activate it. Super simple. So it is all done. From here, next I want is Kadence starter pack. So for that, what I need is go into plugins, go into add new, search for Kadence starter. So I already have the block. Now I need the starter templates. So the starter templates are actually a bunch of really cool templates of websites. I mean, honestly, it has everything that you need. So I'm perfectly okay with this. Installed. Simply click on activate. So once you have all four things in your site, number one, Kadence plugin, the Kadence conversion plugin, number two, your Kadence theme, number three, your Kadence block, and number four, your Kadence template starter pack. So once we are done with that, let's start customizing it. So first of all, go to your dashboard. From your dashboard, click on appearance and you'll see a starter template tab right here. So click on that. From here, you will see beautiful templates of websites that you can choose from. So let me just scroll down and I'll select events. I prefer events. I want to generate it as my event. Now, next thing that you need here, so for starter to work, you need to have your theme beforehand. So unless you have or you don't have your theme installed, this will show an error over here. So I want, now you can choose your color scheme from here, whichever one you prefer. Once you do that, scroll down, select your change font family. So I'll go with this or maybe this. Happy with this. So you'll see that my colors will actually change accordingly. I can choose whatever combination I want. So I prefer this one because it's very feminine and it's very pink. It's very girlish. I love it. So once you do that, you can select it for single page. So you can have just one page ready for this, or For example, if I just want to customize this page for pink, I can do that. If I want to customize about event page for some other color, I can do that. But I want my full site to be like this. So, okay, I'll skip and just want to import for the sake of this video. Okay, so Kadence is different from other pop-up capability themes that we have in Kadence Blog Pro before. Well, the main difference between this and the previous one is that this is specifically built for conversions. Our Kadence conversion plugin is only and only used for conversion items, so it is super focused on the conversion items. Okay, so once this is done, let's scroll down, go to your conversions, and you'll see two tabs. One is all conversion items and the second one is dashboard. Let's check out dashboard first. So by clicking on dashboard, you will see your analytics page. Okay, so this is measuring the performance of pop-ups that we have on the site. So you can have multiple pop-ups, you can have single pop-up, your exit intent pop-up. This will show all of it. Okay, so and it is checking to see how many views do we get. So that is represented with the blue line, and how many people are actually converted will be represented with the green light. Right now, our green light is right at the bottom since we haven't actually checked it out. Nobody has converted yet. It's really, this is just for the video purposes. So a green light will appear, the green line will appear once people are starting converted to it. So this is the page where you will see your analytics. Let's go to settings tab from the top. Now enable local analytics. That is, this is enabled. That is why you're looking at this graph. But with Kadence conversions, you can enable your Google Analytics event tracking. This will show your Google Analytics for your page. But for this, you need to have Google Analytics installed in your site, and you have to have it integrated with your site basically. And once you do that, just click on save and you're ready to go. So that is the Kadence conversion dashboard. Of course, you can get your getting started. It is very new, so you can get your knowledge base from here, your change log, how many times you have actually used it previously, what is happening with Kadence conversion right now, all the updates, it is written over here. So this is a really neat tab for that. So this is that. Now let's check out the all conversions items. So right now I only have one pop-up. Let me delete this one. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can add a conversion item. You can have a pop-up, you can have a slide in, you can have a banner, whichever one that you want. So let's check that out now. Okay, so just to review, go to your dashboard. From here, go to your conversion tab from the left hand side menu and click on all conversion items. From here, click on add new. Once you click on add new, you will be given the option of pop-up, slide in and banner like this. So with pop-up, you can say it overlays a site, it creates a sheet over your site, and on that sheet you'll have the pop-up. And with slide in, it comes from the left hand side or the right hand side. We have the banner, it comes from the bottom or from the top, and it covers the whole screen, the banner. Now we're going to go with pop-up. From here, I'm going to select this one. So once I do that, I'm going to show you how you can customize this template. Of course, you can have a blank template too. I'll also show you how you can start with that. So once we are at this stage, click on blog and you will see that nothing is showing over here. How can we see that? So let's add a title really quickly. First of all, 40% off, that will be the title of our pop-up. So go to our link tree or our list view. From here, when you click on your conversion items, you will automatically see all the options in the block. See, everything is right over here. Let's just close this for a while. Okay, so let us go through all of these options one by one and see the changes it does to our pop-up. So our launch trigger, what this means is that when do you want your pop-up to appear, when which action do you want your pop-up to appear. So I want either time delay, which means I want my pop-up to appear after 3 seconds or 4 seconds. So I can have maybe 3000 millisecond, which is 3 seconds, or I can have it on 5, whichever one is okay with me. So next one is exit intent. That means that whenever I want to exit my site, for example, I want to move to another window, I have pressed a button which will take me to another page, it will show me this pop-up. That is exit intent. Next is scroll distance. So for example, if I'm scrolling down my page and suddenly after a number of pixels a pop-up appears, so that can be done from here. So I can do that after 300 pixels, after how many ever pixels I want. Next is the end of content. So that means that when I scroll at the very bottom of the page, my pop-up will appear. That is the end of the content. Next is on load. So whenever my page is loaded or whenever my page is started, a pop-up should appear. Next, last one is custom link, which means that if I press a specific button, my pop-up will appear. So I will take that link of that button and paste it over here. So for the sake of this video, I want it on load, that whenever my window is loading, I want my pop-up to appear. Sorry, my windows, I'm saying my page is loading. Next is the conversion settings. So in conversion settings, for example, after some time, after customization, I'm like, okay, I don't want a pop-up, I want a slide in. Maybe this is better for a banner. So I can change that from here, just on the whim. Next would be the click button. So with pop-up, I want a click button, or I can even have a submit form. So right now this is a click button, but I can also have a form over here. I'll just stick to the click button. And with this button, I can have a goal specific button class. So I can even have conversion button. I can also have a get registered button, whichever one is okay with me. So once I'm happy with that, next is repeat control. How many times you want your customer to see your pop-up. Now this is very important. You don't want to annoy your customers way too much. I mean, do you want to go to a site where pop-ups are appearing after every 10 seconds, or after scrolling down a specific length, there's a pop-up over there annoying you? You don't want that. So you need to be very careful of the fact that you don't want your customers to be so annoyed that they want to move away from your website. So this has to be enabled for that purpose, but for the sake of this video, I'm just disabling this. Next is position setting. So where do you want your pop-up to appear? I want it to appear at the very top of the page and in the center. I can have it on the left, I can have it on the right, but I want it in the center, and I want it in the top, or I can even have it in the middle of the page, or I can have it at the bottom. So I'll have it center, top. Once I'm happy with that, next is size settings. Now size settings, either I want set maximum height, or I can even have it at the bottom, inner alignments. So these are going to be your alignments basically. So how much width do you want? I want it over here. This is happy. I'm happy with this. I just state as it is. Next is the container styling. Now within this container, how I will say it. Now the background color, I wanted something similar to this image. It will look more beautiful that way. So I'm happy with this. Once I do that, I want my border color. So I want my border color to be sharp blue maybe, or this shade. Next is my border width. So I want my border to be like this. Now this is looking beautiful. After this, I want my border radius. I don't want these sharp corners. I want little curve in them. So Let me just go to that. This way you can see that the sharpness of the edges is being removed as much as I want. So I like it just a little. So once I do that, I can even do it with the padding like this. I can have padding a little. So that way my background will also show. So this is totally customizable. So the beauty of Kadence conversion plugin is that you can completely customize your conversion item. Next is the margin. So the margin would be like this. So I can have it as much as I want. I think this much is good since I want my cross button to appear at the very top. Next is the overlay settings. The overlay settings means what will happen, like once the pop-up is there, what will happen to the rest of the screen. So I want the background to be a little bluish shade maybe, or in this sense I can say this way. This is better. And I want an overall opacity. Now I can completely block the entire site, or I can have my site to go through a little. So let's go through this one. This is beautiful. Once I'm happy with it, let's go to the next section. Next is the target pages. Now, where do you want your pop-up to show? Right now, it's on entire site. So on every page of the site, this will show. I can have it on the front page, which would be your home page. I can have it on a blog page, on the search results, whatever or wherever you want. So I'll just keep it on the entire site. Once I'm happy with that, let's go to the target visitors. Now I want all users, I want logged out users, I want logged in users, or I just want it for subscribers, for contributors, or for someone with a specific role. I can have that. So right now I have it on all users. Next is I can even hide this pop-up from specific people as well. It's a very simple, basic excluding rules over here. Next is the target devices. Now I want to show it on desktop, tablet, mobile. So I don't want desktop users to see this app. I can do that. I don't want tablet users to see this pop-up. I can do that. Right now I have it on all. Same way we have target requests. Let's just keep this as it is. Next would be scheduling. So when do you want your pop-up to appear? Now we can enable range scheduling. From starts from this date and this time and end at this date at this time, we can have that. Or we can have the beauty of enable recurring scheduling. This is really good if you have like a food website, especially for restaurants, where you want specific deals pop-ups to appear after 12 o'clock, or you want specific deals to appear on weekends, on weekdays, on during lunch hours. You can have that. For example, I want my sale to appear on every Friday. I can have that. So that is the beauty of this scheduling. Next is the animation set. Now I want animation settings. I want my pop-up to zoom in and then zoom out when I close it. So I'll have that, and on close animation I'll have zoom out. So that will look beautiful doing that. Next is the close setting. So that is the little X button. I prefer it, and I actually recommend it you put it outside, since during the designing, if you put a row on front of the cross button, it actually will be impossible for your users to close the window. So it's better to put it outside the box. So I'll put it outside the box, on the edge of the box, right over here, edge of the screen, sorry, or the outside of the box. Inside of the box, I don't recommend, since you see on the outside it's right outside, but when you put it on inside, it's underneath these rows. So it's better to put it outside or on the edge of the screen right over here on the overlay. So I'll put it outside the box since it looks more presentable. It's right over there. Next is the alignment. Now I want it on the right, I want it on the left, I want it on the middle. So right is good. Alignment, I want it on the bottom, I want it on the top it is. So I want it icon, or I can even put it close. So I can have it close or end or finish, whichever one I want. But for the purpose, I'm going to go with the cross now. Of course, you see those annoyingly small close X buttons where you cannot even press the cross. That is hell annoying. So it's better to have a cross big enough for your users, but not so big enough that it is actually nudging your users to close the pop-up without even going through it. So an ideal size would be this one, between 20 to 25. So I can choose a color. I can do it in pink or blue maybe. Let me do it in this blue. I haven't touched this. This is beautiful blue. Next would be the closed background. I can choose that too. I can have a button over here. You can see. Like this. Once I'm happy with that, I can also do this. Okay, next is the padding. So can I do padding? So let me just put it like really close. Now this is looking good. I'm happy with this. So once I'm done doing all of that, let's close it. Now in the last, of course, with everything, you have the option of additional CSS. I don't think that you can see this, but there's an option of additional CSS classes right at the bottom where you can manipulate or customize your pop-up as much as you want. If you're expert at that coding stuff, this is really good for you guys. So this is how you can customize it as much as you can. So once you are done with it, once you're happy with this, let's check out if I want to customize my template even further. Now, right now we just did the styling. Now we need to change the content of it. So again, click on the link tree. From here, I can check out my section. So on this section, right over there, I want to change the overlay of this. So I want to change, you can see the container style. I want a border radius, if that is having any, okay, so that is not having any effect on that. Now it will. So my border color, let me choose a border color first, that way you can see it. So this is my border color. Now when I do radius, you can see this, the sharpness of the edge gone. Once I'm happy with that, I'm good with that, let's change the text. So up to 40% off, while supplies last. So instead of that, I'll just say tickets. If you want to add another button, just simply click on add block. From here, search for advanced button. If you don't see it, you'll be able to add another button. If you don't want it, no worry, just remove it. So this is how you can manipulate all of this. Of course, you can change your text color settings too. You can change your overlay link too. You can of course change that. You can also do customer CSS. You can change the visibility settings too. If you, whether you want it to appear on your desktop, whether you want it to appear on tablet. For example, if I have all the information on the left side of the section, the right side is unused, I don't want what is the purpose of this showing on a mobile screen? It will distract my users, so it's better to show only this part. So this is how you can very easily manipulate your template. So once you are happy with that, once you are good with it, right now I want something more. I want my 40% off while tickets last to happen till a date, and I want a little countdown. Now that countdown is very beautiful to put. All you have to do is, let's put our countdown on the right section now. Once I do that, let me click on add button. from add, I'll put my countdown. If you can't see the countdown, just simply search for countdown and it will appear. Now this countdown will only appear if you have Kadence block plugin installed. Without that, it will not appear. So make sure this is happening. So once you do that, you will have your own block settings. From here you can change it. I want it center aligned, I want it to be right at the very top. It's beautiful. Let's just change now. So I want my countdown type to be dated to 15th March. Instantly my date will change. Once that is done, so action expire, I can it will show my timer will count down to 0. Next is the countdown layout. I just did it to center. You can have it on the left, you can have it on the right. I'm doing it in center. You can have it in inline, but I want it in block since it's more prettier that way. I can have it a divider there. I can have it with zeros. I prefer both, but I think zeros might be confusing for some people, so this is better. So you can have some kind of text too, since this expires in. So we can have that. Countdown post text, something over here. Hurry now. So that way you can see that these texts are appearing within this section. So once I'm again happy with that, scroll down. You can have your own days and stuff labeled instead of these little things. You can have your own text over there. Next is the count item settings. Now again, you can have, right now the background color is like there's no background color. It's totally invisible. So we can have a background color. Sorry about that. I want to have a background color. It's prettier that way. So that way I'll have a beautiful set of timer that matches my watch. Way too greenish. This is good. Okay, so I like this. Next is the border color. I can choose that too. That I can do in a more bluish tone like this, just like the background in the behind. Next I can also change the border radius, again removing the sharpness to coordinate with the whole theme. I can add padding to it as much as I want. I can do it like in 4s, but this is just prettier. Let's keep it at that. Next is the number settings. Now I can increase the font size as much, again within it. I think this is sufficient. The line height, this is sufficient. The letter spacing, increase it as much as you want. This is for the numbers only. Once I'm happy with it, stop. Okay, so again, text, you can do it. I want it capitalized. You can have it lowercase, whatever you want. I like it capitalized, just keep it at that. So we're doing the complete customization over here. Okay, so pre-text, you can change that too. You can change expires in. We'll keep it at a little small. For that, I'll have everything is good with this. Next is the post text, the text that we entered below. I want that changed definitely. Oh, so I'm again doing the pre-text. I want the post text now. So I'll definitely want hurry now to appear bigger. I can change the color of this, but I'm happy with black since it's just with the theme and everything. Again, I can do the container setting. Right now it's invisible. I can do a container. It's very nice to put a container. basically if I want, or you can choose it as it is empty, that is also good for you. Again, you can do the border radius to remove the roundness, you can do the container padding, you can do the container margining, everything that is done you can do. So right now this is our end result. Once I'm happy with it, simply publish it. So once it is published, let's check out our site now, how our pop-up is going to appear. So this is our pop-up which is appearing over here. Right now I can see that my hurry R is missing, so I can change that. I just go back and edit it and then update it and it will be good enough. So as you can see, this is a beautiful pop-up right at the start on the loading of my page. So that's how you can do it. So let's close this window now. Next, I'm going to show you how you can instantly create a new pop-up or a banner or a slide. So same way you can do a slide in, same way you can do a banner. So I'm going to click on add new. I'm going to show you how you can start a brand new template now. So once you do that, select any one you want. Let's go with the banner. And instead of that, start with blank. Again, of course I'm going to show you how you can convert the both of them. Right now I cannot see any blocks, so go into the link, click on conversion item, and suddenly all the options will be appear to you. So I want my conversion settings, let's change it to pop-up again. So this is how you can instantly change stuff. So once you do that, what I can do is okay, / and instantly you'll see your options. So I want heading or row or advanced button. So I want row first of all. Within that row, I want another row. So within that row, I'll have another row and you'll see a link tree be creating over here. So in this row, I want advanced text. With this, I can say very easily, enter and done. Plus you can add your countdown, simple. Plus you can add your advanced button. This button you can simply change the text of this button. You can have customize this button. So I can add a text over here. For example, I'll say shop. No. Okay, not space. So right now this is like a very basic text. Again, you can customize it like I just shown you before, and once you do that, you will be able to publish this again with the same method. Just go through each and every one of these steps, whether it's a pop-up, whether it's a banner, whether it's a slide in. Just simply put your vital information in the blank text and go through each one of these options and select the customizations that you want on your page, and the final result will be beautiful as such. And when you're done, simply publish it and you're done. So this is how you can use Kadence conversion plugin to basically create beautiful plugins, slide-ins and banners for your website. If you still have any questions, just drop a comment in the comment section, and don't forget to like and subscribe Cloud Pages.